And we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Minecraft. Minecraft Mondays. Pew pew pew. So, I did a lot of, um, well, maybe not a lot. I did about 2 hours, 3 hours worth of off-screen mining, and also I spiffed up the place. I got rid of the previous house that was here and the farming plot. I cleaned it up a bit. I fixed the roads. I cleared up that section in particular because that's where we wanna put the condo. And I also cleaned out this site over here, so we have more space to build. Ah, look at my army of cows getting ready to be slaughtered. And I finished up the bamboo farm. Oh, that's sugarcane. So I didn't do much. All I did was spiff up the place, um, and did some off-screen. Just I went mining because we were poor in the last episode, and let me show you. Let me show you the results of 2.5 hours worth of mining. Jajang! Look, we found axolotls, a gold one too. It was all in the caves that I was searching at. We got a lot of iron, we got a lot of copper, plenty of redstone. So we're good for now. We're kind of set. But unfortunately, I couldn't find much diamonds because I suck at finding diamonds. And yeah, not other than mining, I did a bit of fishing as well. So we're all set on food too. We don't have to worry. We don't have to worry about a lot of stuff. We have a lot of iron. We have a lot of food. And we have, most importantly, we have plenty of blocks, cobblestone, and most importantly, deep slate, because this is what we're gonna build our condo with. Our condo and the automated forge. Ah, another thing is that I built. This is the fishing pond. So the reason why I secluded it specifically like this is because so that I can keep the fish inside the pond. And apparently, if there's fish inside the water, their rates of getting items increase. So I even named them. You're supposed to have named Tim and Jim. Yeah. So at least those two won't disappear. If they decide to make babies, then that's good. We're gonna put the axolotls here first, but we gotta put up wall. But before we get into the building, there's one thing I want to show you guys. Ah, not this, but this is. I did this too. This is something very simple. All I had to do was keep the chickens in this small box here, and they will start laying eggs, and the dispenser will just keep on dropping eggs inside the box. So we'll have an infinite amount of eggs. With infinite amount of eggs, we can then spawn infinite amount of chickens, which we could kill to get feathers and, well, chicken if we need to. Before we go, let's fatten up our cows. Yum yum yum. Yum 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 yum. And we have a lot of them already. It's great because they are all important for the enchantment. Because we have plenty of leather already. And with the paper farm going on, I think we're quite set. We're set to build the forge, we're set to build an enchantment room, and the condo, of course. Ah la 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 la. Ah la 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 la. Donkey! Family of donkey. Yeah, we gotta go grab the donkeys for a while. Come on. Let's quickly rein them in. Because you can put chests on donkeys. Then they can be a portable chest, a portable inventory. I mean, inventory is already portable. Um, a portable. Basically, they'll be my slaves who carry stuff around, and me. Hopefully, they won't despawn with just the rain, with the leaves. And looks like I spoke too soon. They all disappeared as soon as I went out of chunk range. And that's too bad. Oh well, we'll see them. Alright, so I went to the right side of our village instead of going north. So this is a whole new cave system. But I couldn't. Me being me, I have absolute trouble finding diamond, which sucks because this is quite a big system. I travel a lot. It's so vast that I end up making circles around it. Keep coming back to the same spot over and over again. I don't know how some of my friends are able to easily find diamonds. I just have trouble. So anyway, we're here, down here, not for mining, but wow! Look what I found. I came across just this one thing. This apparently this is called a geode, an amethyst geode, amethyst, amethyst geode. It's quite huge. It goes down 2 floors. So all these blocks, except for these black ones, these are basalt. Basalt, we already got them in the Nether update. These are all new. Calcite and these amethyst blocks. Let's see if we can. Ooh. 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 They make noise. Does it hurt though? Doesn't hurt. Ping, ping, pong, ping. It's so pretty. Ooh. Huh. So we can grab it. But these crystals, however, amethyst shard. I can't do anything about it. I can't place it. Interesting. But there's nothing else. I guess they're nice deco blocks. I don't know what I'll use them for, but we'll leave it. We'll leave them here first. I think we'll leave it untouched, so that next time we come back, it'll be like, wow! Because out of all that mining, that's the only geode I found. So it's quite rare. Oh shit, I forgot. Ah! Uh, Easy. As I was saying, all that mining, I only came across that one. Then again, 2 to 3 hours of mining ain't that much in the first place. You might think that's long, but it's actually not in Minecraft terms. Uh, 2 hours of mining is amateur work. You can get a lot more. But usually 2 hours should be enough if you have, what's that called? If you have Fortune 3 on your pickaxe, then you grab stuff. You'll get a lot more drops as you break the ore. Now what can we do with this shard? Baby zombie villager. What, so they just spawn around because we are near a dead village? That's interesting. I wonder if they'll keep on spawning even after if we cleared up all the houses. I don't want to clear out the houses just yet. Oh, by the way, remember the cat that was in here? I renamed him to Lemon. Oh, sweet baby Lemon. I finally managed to tame him after all the fishing I did. You can get a lot of crap with fishing. We get saddles, we get name tags. This is what we need. We need a lot of it. Some nautilus shells and lily pads. But the best thing that you can get from fishing are enchanted rods and bows, and even books. So all this will help us in the long run. Once we start getting better enchantment, we can go into the nether. That we will survive longer. We won't get we won't get one shot killed by the brutes. Especially if we have some protection on. And we can make our weapons stronger. Enough about my yappering about. Let's get on to building. Let's sleep first. Did they spawn? They spawned zombies on my roof. 2 of them even. Mommy and daddy. No. Mommy and baby. Ow. Bye. You're not gonna do anything to me, aren't you? Right? We're friends. We're buddies, right? We cool? Are we cool? Yeah, we cool. I'll see you in the flip side. Looks like we're not cool. You're gonna have to die. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Ah, we also have this enchantment table. But I don't think, but we, surprisingly, it gives me all 3 levels. But so far, I've only gotten like the basic level 1 enchantment. So maybe that's just something in Bedrock that they reveal everything. But you still need the full enchantment room in order to get benefit out of the enchantments. Alright, let's go. Another big day, another big day ahead of us. We got a lot to do. Got a lot to build. So I want to work on getting the automated forge system first. They're gonna need a lot of these. Let's just say 15, shall we? Sure. Oh, so deep slate also is able to be used as similar to cobblestone. That's useful to know. But they're a bit harder though. So it's a waste of durability when you try to mine deep slate. What I mean is that if you try to mine deep slate and use it as your building pillars, it's a waste. Look, 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 look. So we need a lot. We'll take this much first. We I tested out a bit in my lab, so to say, and I wanna make the forge a more industrial feel to it. So these polished these slabs. I shouldn't have made slabs now, shouldn't I? I should have made bricks. Can I repurpose it? No. No. Okay, yes, I can repurpose it. Polished deep slate. Yep, that is what I need. I don't want slabs. As I was saying, so the polished deep slate looks really good as a industrial floor. Combine that with copper, I think the build is gonna look amazing. Hey, Rudy Oswald. Glad you can make it. We're about to build the forge. Your mall? I prepared this area for your mall already. We're gonna build the mall. I think we're gonna focus on the mall today, but before that we need to set up the base of the forge. And I've been thinking what I want to do, how I want to build the forge, and I got the idea that why not I turn the forge into a nuclear silo. You're gonna study? Okay, sure. So you missed a bit of the starting, but basically I did a lot of I did about 2 or 3 hours of off-screen mining, and during that time as well, I cleaned it up everything. I patched out a bit of the roads. See, we have a nice flower bed here. I cleaned up this section for the mall. We might take a bit. We might have to take this down. Pro- Definitely gonna expand here. I decide. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be enough. Now that I'm looking back at it, I think we can expand a few more blocks. And we have our chicken torture device. They will stay here for all eternity, breeding eggs for me. Blah 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 blah. Get all day. Free eggs. Free eggs for everyone. Eggs for you. Eggs for you. But yes, the forge, I decide to make it into a nuclear silo because then we can stack up the forge high and make it really cool. What was it? I need an axe. Right. Axe. That's gonna break. Oh, I have an axe here. Oh, well. Oink, 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 oink. Gonna clean it up. This is where our nuclear silo will be. We gotta choose. We gotta craft the. We gotta set up the forge first. All the redstone and stuff. So it will be our base. Um, doesn't matter how big our silo will be because we can always expand the external. But if we were to build the external first and then try to make our do all the redstone, it's just gonna get in the way. So the grand vision of the entire thing is quite massive. It's gonna have a lot of moving pieces. All the furnaces are gonna move. They are gonna rotate 360 degrees, and the rotation of the furnace are what's gonna be the so-called nuclear power cells. Because that's the best thing about Bedrock is that you can push furnaces around, you can push chests, so you can make a lot of dynamic system compared to Java. But of course, the downside is that it's full of fucking bugs, and the redstone's a bit different compared to Java. It can be quite difficult to find tips online about redstone. You gotta figure it out. But as far as I'm concerned, the forge is relatively easy because I've done it before. I've done it with my friends. You can ask them. You can ask Rudy Oswald. He's seen my automated forge before. Pretty cool. Too bad he doesn't use it. By the way, you guys must be wondering what was the surprise I was preparing last week when I said I was preparing a surprise. Well, I am. I still am. I fucked up. I fucked up in my time management and the technical side of things. I was supposed to get it done today. I estimated I could have finished it before the stream. But yesterday I encountered software problems. I took the entire night to set up the software because I tested out a couple of software, editing software. And I just couldn't make it work. turns out the file that I was recording in was in MKV format, and a lot of recording softwares don't accept that format. And luckily, Vegas Pro has a function, although it's in experimental, but it still has the function to accept MKV files. So that was a lifesaver, and I started working on it. Just surprise straight away. But there's still a bit more of editing to do. What kind of video am I preparing, you ask? It's basically just the time lapse of the 2.5 hours of mining and cleaning up, housekeeping, I call it. Just 2.5 hours of doing that. But I wanted to show you guys in a time lapse so you guys don't miss out on what the village looked like before and after. Or at least just a brief idea of what I went through. I guess you'll have to see it another time. Okay, so we need furnaces. We need redstone for. Let's take a couple blocks and craft them. Sure. Then what we need is we need 6. Couple of repeaters. Redstone torch, plenty. What do you need for repeaters? Stone. That's what the stone is for. In that case, let's melt a few more. It is why I want to make a forge, because we have a lot of smelting to do. I mean, I smelted most of the copper, but I don't think this is enough. See, we have 34 blocks. Each block there's 9. Yep. So imagine there's a lot more copper to smelt. Mm, 10 should be enough for now. Yep. Alright. Let's go sleep first. Good night. Good night. Good night. Let's go. Honestly, once that I've cleaned up the houses and cleaned up some of the land, lit them up, this actually looks nice. I think by the end of this series, we're gonna have a really nice place to live. Okay. We have a lot of deep slate. How big do we want it to be? I don't mind having it jutting out. So maybe let's start here. It's okay. This we can block this off. So the materials I plan on using for the condo is deep slate and andesite. No, diorite. Because I've never used diorite before. It doesn't look good with a lot of the old blocks, but the contrast of the diorite between with the deep slate itself, I think it looks really good. concept I'm having in mind is kind of like a black and white hotel, marble hotel. Because and this diorite, diorite, smooth diorite, polished diorite. It looks. Oh man, we're gonna need more fucking space, aren't we? I think I'm gonna make it a bit. Sure. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot more space. 'Cause I want to make it massive. I want to have a lot of space to walk around. The forge itself is gonna be huge. Maybe five, five each. So I don't think we have enough furnaces to go with. Two. See, all the materials are being used up five more, sure. Very quickly. 2 hours worth of mining is pathetic compared to what the amount of resources we're gonna use. Deep slate, deep slate, deep slate. Yeah, yeah, yep. I thought I had a lot. This is all that's left. It's okay. Yep. Point, point. Okay. Entire stack. Okay, since we're running out of resources, we gotta do this one by one. Inefficient as it is, I wanna be, I wanna utilize our resources as best as we can. Because if not, this stream is gonna go downhill. And we gotta go look for more deep slate. I don't want to do that. It takes forever. Is that enough? Is that enough? How much is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Kinda good. Well, we need. It's 13 and 14. This is 12. I don't know, we're just gonna wing it. Okay, let's choose the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. mark this as our center. It's gonna be tough because I gotta fit in the redstone. Because there's a lot that goes on. Because I need to figure out how to funnel in the resources. I need to figure out how to. Yeah, I think 3 blocks away should be okay. And block high, 3 blocks high, just to be fast. We gotta figure out how to funnel resources. We gotta figure out how to funnel in the fuel, and we stack up. All of that has to be. I have to think about all the. So we went 3 boxes away, right? One, two. This is the third one. I surely hope that we have enough. Okay. Okay. The furnaces are gonna look funny as they move around, right? Because they're not gonna be rotating. Because they'll be faced in whatever direction I place, and by the time they reach back here, they'll be facing inside. So how do we want to do this? Do we want to make it all in facing inside? Yeah, because having it facing outside would be a bit funny. No, it wouldn't matter because we have 2 layers. One is facing outside, when both of them facing outside, but when they switch places on the left and right as well, when they switch opposite sides, they'll eventually everything will be looking inside. So it's a rotation of outside and inside. So as long as we build all the furnaces facing outwards, then we're good. Gonna be, look a bit funny, but it's negligible. Ah, ah. I wish I had some bamboo. Bamboo would make building tall builds a lot easier. Because with bamboo we can make scaffolding. Scaffolding is so useful. All right, we got the basic done. Almost. And we gotta set up the piston. So there's kind of a few parts to this, as I was saying just One is they call this a feed tape. The term is feed tape. So we have our furnace feed tape, which involves the pistons and the furnace itself. So the pistons will push them in a circle, rotation wise. So that's one part. Another part is the fuel system. We gotta find a way to fuel it. So all the fuel will have to go from the middle and to the backs of these. We don't need to have the fuel going through all of it at once. Since it's rotating anyways, we can save up on materials and just put one part where it will refuel. So as it's rotating, as it passes by that section, it will fuel up there. At the same time, we need a input which goes from the top. So the fuel has to go from the back, and whatever we're burning has to go from top. So this one corner will be where it both refills both fuel and materials to burn, right? But the worst part is we gotta figure out how to do it in such a way that it scales up. And with that much of scaling up, it's not logical to use a lot of hoppers. I mean, it will still involve a certain amount of hoppers, but fully utilizing hoppers to feed all the materials inside gonna take too much. But anyways, we'll get to that later. Let's make our piston feed tape first. For that, we need 4 pistons. Ding dong. Actually, we have 2 pistons here. Oh, might need a few more. So let's do this manually. So the other day, I was talking to my friend about Monster Hunter. We were discussing, or rather, he was telling me how Monster Hunter is not the type of game that he enjoys, particularly due to the fact that the inventory management is crazy. And I gotta admit, it is. It took forever for me to get to where I was in Monster Hunter. You know, all that grind. Then you gotta not only the grind, you gotta think about the layout of depending on how many weapons you use. You gotta have a different layout for each weapon. Oh no, I just wasted. I should have used cotton, not cobblestone. At least I won't be using pickaxe durability. Dumb. Dumb. Where was I? Yeah, it takes a lot to get into Monster Hunter. Ready to fully immerse yourself in Monster Hunter, it takes quite a lot of time. I can understand how it's not a game for everyone. It is. It is very overwhelming, but I like it. It's so satisfying. It looks simple, like all you gotta do is beat monsters up, but the fact that the weapons aren't, the fighting system is not what you're used to compared to average games like God of War. It's not a hack and slash. You gotta really time the dodge, cause the hitbox frame is very the frames for you to be invincible when you're dodging is very little, and it's like absolutely minuscule to the point that you have to jump and dodge on time compared to a lot of games where they're more a bit more forgiving. Oh shit! I just realized a big problem. I can't have the redstone in here. Ah, bitch! No, no! God, fucking damn it! Fine. I'll just use this. They're the same anyway. Okay, at least everything else is fine. Pistons are on the outside. Pistons are on the outside. Once you build it, you gotta leave two holes. And how it works is we gotta launch piston one here first. This corner and that corner has to launch first, or that corner or and that corner. So if this piston launches first, it will start pushing this one here, and it will start this. It will push this entire row into the hole there. Then the second pulse, or in the same pulse with the delay, you gotta make this and that piston push. So you get what I mean. It's constantly refilling this hole, giving it giving it just enough space to push. And we gotta put obsidian here so it doesn't get pushed away. Let's put those first. Why obsidian? Because obsidian is one of the blocks that can't. I'll bring you around. You'll protect me from creepers. Obsidians are one of the blocks that you can't. I only have three. Push around by piston. They're immovable. Immovable objects meet unstoppable force. So this will prevent it from being pushed away. Temporary. This will prevent this block from being pushed away here. This one here. So that's the tricky part. I forgot that the pistons are going to be outside. So I can't put the redstone inside. I thought if I put the redstone inside, we can pour it all up from the middle, hiding all the circuitry, so to say, hidden in the center. But no, we gotta figure out how to fuel it. Let's think for a second. We can make two clocks. One that fuels this piston and this piston. Another fuels that this piston and that piston. But they have to be similar in timing. Similar enough so that don't get fucked up. Okay, sure. In that case, let's use wool. Because wool, at least we won't be using cobblestone as a resource, valuable resource. And with wool, we know that that block is specific for redstone. White wool. Here. A fortune one shovel that I got from a zombie. With this, we can blah, 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 get a lot more wheat. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, that's the thing. Shovel is too strong. Does it not drop extra wheat? Why does it give me more seeds than wheat? Build it up, you get bone meal. Oops. Better breed. Please breed for me. I need your wool. You have done this earlier. Chup chup chup. Chup chup. Chup. That's nice. Sure. Love with that. Just don't make me. Oh, they grow their fur quite fast. Wool. They don't have fur, they have wool. Moo. I think we have enough. Okay, let's quickly. So we need redstone running here. And redstone running here. Begin. How do? Ah, obsidian everywhere, getting in my way. Not to mention, we're gonna need another obsidian here. But I guess this is fine. Sure, we make both the clocks behind here, then the switch, activation switch here, which activates both clocks. Ugh, that's a lot of work. Unless can it be powered from under here? Because if they can, that's fantastic. Please, please work. It doesn't. So I have to pull it back. Pull it back, pull it back, pull it back, pull it back. Like this. How to rewire it? How to reroute? No. Let's just do what we can. Hmm. Considering it like this, we can actually make the clock the same. Just have to make sure the timing is the same as well. I'm worried that if I were to reroute the redstone above here, it's gonna cause a problem in the future. Build, I mean, like as we try to stack it up. I don't want the redstone to be in the way on top. So guess we have no choice but to reroute it like this. That's already yeah, I guess we extend a bit more. How is everyone? I hope everyone's doing okay and enjoying the stream. I'm just building today and rambling to myself. Like I said, there's not much to do today. I mean, like, there's a lot to do, but we're not doing anything exciting. We're just gonna listen to me ramble and figure out how to make things work. torch is taking longer than expected. I guess this layout is quite new to me. The piston feed tape, torch feed tape that I made is not stacked up like this. Not in a circle. They are stacked on top of each other. So it's just two parallel lines. But this is new since we're doing it into a silo. So what's gonna take time is figuring out how to rewire the redstone. So the cotton, I want it to make it connect, and the plug would be somewhere behind here or up there, doesn't matter. And there'll be a switch that will power up, activate the plug. I think I remember how to do the clock. It goes over here. Yes. Huzzah! And this is what you call a clock, because it will constantly repeat its signal. So how it does is that when redstone enters a block, the block acts as a power conductor. So it conducts the electricity, right? And if I were to put a redstone here, it's saying, yes, there's electricity. But because of this torch here, it will power off the torch. Because that's how torches work. If there's electricity going into the torch, it will power off. Okay, maybe not. So apparently it will power. It will only happen. This will only happen if it's attached to the wall. See? So this is unique. It's meant to mimic the AND or OR gates of in a circuit board. So right now the circuit is turned off, right? But if we were to stop giving power to the clock, then it'll keep on spouting. And in order to stop it, we just turn the switch back on. Easy. Easy, yes. Easy, da. Da. Maybe not this direction. Ah. These things are annoying. Out the way, lemon. technicalities and how I position it, I can do it myself later. But just want to see if we can get the piston running. So that we can move on with the condo. We can set up the base. I want to set up the base foundations. That's the word. I want to set up the foundation at least. Not bad. So we get about 2 per sheep. Oh yes, it's just enough. Great. Not great. Ah. Ah. Too close lah. Terlalu rapat. If there ain't any room for me to put a repeater, timing is gonna go off. I recall this one has to be 3. That means the one that goes in here has to be 3 as well. Ooh boy. This is making my noggin or hot. Maybe if I do it like this. Right. Right. And this one goes here, right? Okay. Yeah. Okay, we're almost there. The one goes here would be 3. The one here is 1. I hope it doesn't fuck things up. Or do I repeat? Because I don't have one more obsidian there. Tapi kita try. We don't want that. There we go. Oh, why is this so hard? Oh, this one is powering this one too. Oh no. Oh my god. That means we don't want this one. Nor do we want this one. And I'm a bit quiet. Redstone makes me think, and if I have to think, I gotta to go silent for a bit. I forget I need to talk. Okay, I think we got it. Moment of truth. Let's see how we did, boys and gents. Excuse me, lemon. Yep, get out of the way. Yes, everything working as charmed. See what I mean? So now they're all gonna be rotated inside due to how they're positioned. Cool as fuck, yo! I got it working. Yes. Lemon drown? No! How? You got stuck under there, didn't you? Oh no, lemon drown. Oh no, lemon. Why didn't you teleport to me? Lemon. Why must you do this to me again? You break my heart for 2 times. Why, lemon? Why? you have to die there? You are evil. Make him very sad. Alright, it's still working. Nice. We did it. This is not nice. It's okay, we can cover it up. You're not. Yeah, sure, we can cover it up somehow. Nuclear silo done, and it only took us what, 1 hour or so? I don't think so. Wasn't that long. Great. Now we can move on to part 2. Shopping mall. Wow, redstone contraption. Insane winsane. Yes, I managed to get the redstone of the forge working. See? See? So if example I were to, I don't have anything to put. So this would be the switch basically that I can reroute and pull it into a button or a toggle. So now it's working as intended. The pistons are on the right timing. As I said, piston A and piston A2 would launch first, followed by piston B and B2. Where is the fuel rods? These are basically the fuel rods. These are the ones that's rotating, moving, generating the power. Well, they're technically not the fuel rods. The whole thing that's powering up this nuclear silo is this. But enough about redstone contraption. Capitalism. Let's go. Let's go. Capitalism. It. Oh man. I don't have enough coal, do I? It's okay. We'll start with the coal problem is not an issue. The fuel. Because I can fill up the nuclear silo with a what's the thing called? Kelp. Yeah, kelp. I can always fuel it with kelp, so we don't need all of this redstone stuff. Furnace. No, we don't need. Could you somehow rotate the furnace so that they face outwards? Um, no, I couldn't. Because I placed them all outwards, right? Because I placed them facing all outwards. But as they switch place, let's say this front and that back switch place, it'll be all of it will technically be facing inside, similar to this outside and this one. Eventually, all of it will be facing outside. Then once it switches back to its original placing, it'll face outside. So that's not something we could solve. At least I don't know how to solve because it's rotating, right? You see. So right now everything is facing outwards. There we go. Everything is facing outwards, and it's all rotating. And eventually, these forward blocks will reach this position, and now everything will be looking inwards. So it's kind of cool system, unintentional feature, cool unintentional feature. That's really nice. I could make them all face the same place if they were stacked on top of each other, but when they're like this in a circle, they can only face one way. What? So as the pistons are pushing it around, they're still facing the same direction. Like I could make it a constant forward facing and inside facing one, but that's gonna be boring. It's gonna be only the forward part. We're gonna see the forward furnace only. But with this, at least we can see it occasionally rotate from in and out. So it kind of looks like a power cell. Like, can you imagine it pulses? So imagine that we stack it up, right? Like we have it all stacked up. So you will see it, and if all the furnace are turned on, you'll see it like rotate and pulse in and out, in and out. So that's kind of cool. But before that, like I said, we needed that for diorite. We need to polish diorite. If I'm correct, we can melt it. So we have a lot of it, right? If I were to put this in here, or am I dumb and you don't need? You just need this to polish them. You just need this to polish them. I guess I am dumb. So the the furnace was a waste of time. Oh no. Oh. So we don't need all this fuel. We don't need to prepare the input and output of the furnace yet. But sure, why not? At least we have that done. At least we can use it for the future. But for now, boop, 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 boop. All the diorite. All diorite. All diorite. Is there a way to do this faster? Probably gonna need some stairs. One stack. Yep. Okay, I think we have enough. Nope. Well, definitely gonna need. Sure, let's take some of these. Gonna need a lot more hubble or deep slate tile. Hubble deep slate. Sure. Let's use it all first. Okay, let's go. Okay. Yeah, I think this is quite big. Quite big enough. So we start with this, right? Sure. gonna make this a mega complex. This is all for you, Rudy Oswald. This whole complex is for you. You are the king of capitalism. You want it so bad. Just get the foundations in. So I don't really have a complex shape for this trading hall. I imagine it to look somewhat like a warehouse. But we're gonna make it look snazzy. Oh, the diorite really looks amazing. It looks like marble, especially contrasting with the black blocks. Definitely a great addition. The Deep Slate is definitely a great addition to the game. Why won't it place? Why doesn't it place? I guess it's somehow triggering the. Yeah, it's triggering that thing where you can place the blocks in front of you. But for some reason, it places one block ahead instead of directly. Instead of the block directly in front of you. So that makes it quite risky if you wanna build that way in the nether. No, I can't believe Lemon died. Now there's no one gonna protect me from creepers. And creepers are gonna... Creepers can come near my room now. Because before this, the cat was kinda there, preventing the creepers from going in. How many blocks was there? I main letak je. Kira pun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that was just nice. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. After the 10th block. 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I'm not counting it wrong, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, yep. I really just have for the external decoration for this building is gonna really look like a warehouse. That's it. Just imagine it being a nice black and white, big black and white warehouse from the inside and from the outside. But the inside, we're gonna make it. It's gonna be open space left and right here, so we can walk around the middle. There's gonna be like stairs. Um, but essentially, the whole floor will be their room. Taking a page from the, of course, I'm taking a page from the Grandmaster of Minecraft himself, PewDiePie. Seems that the village's AI is quite smart enough to that we don't have to isolate them inside the room, and we don't have to force them to take up the specific spot of the job. We just place it there, and they would automatically pathfind way themselves. But that's in Java. I don't know how pathfinding works in Bedrock. I hope it's the same. So that will make villager management a lot more easier. Great. Nice. Beautiful. How high do we want it to be? It doesn't matter. You can always expand. I guess it should be. It should matter. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4. It should be enough, right? 3. Yeah, I think it should be enough. Don't mind me just casually breaking my leg. Eat that. That takes like 1 health. I should be more careful. I don't have boots. So this will be sort of the lobby. We'll put chairs. We'll decorate shit. And this is where the housing begins. Do we need that much space? How much space do we need? Like, lengthwise? Um, sure, let's measure it. And take a... Because we can just place the beds behind. But I wanna... Like the... What am I even saying? Okay, so this will be the job station, right? So we need 1 bed. For example, we're just marking things out. Alright. Look at that. We're already out of... We have 3 stacks of diorite left. But we're out of deep slate. 1 more. Like that's another 2 hours of mining to go. Okay, he's not bothering me. Or are you? Trying to pull a sneaky on me. Pretending. Three on the floor for now. This one we can put. This fucker. Don't. Wow, these blocks have surprisingly tough durability. One thing after another. Can't you guys leave me alone? I'll just wait until I get diamond. I'm not gonna fucking die. Where was I? Right, so imagine one room is here, right? How much space do we have? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 7, 7. Leaving one space here. Ooh, ooh. This will be a bit tight. I don't like this. Some bit. Because ideally I would want to have 4, so it looks a bit more spacious. And like this, right? So the goal is that each villager will have its own station, particularly, and they'll be peeking out. Because we're gonna build it something like this sort of thing. That's really bad positioning. Should be by. Anyway, you get the gist. Sort of like that. In order for them to have their own room. Does it look good like that? I think it's fine, right? Okay, we gotta change the bricks because making it like this is now making it now looks like a prison. If I make it all black. Naruhodo. It's okay. Basically, this is what it will look like. I'm gonna find designs on how to decorate the front part because I want to make it I don't want to make it like this. This one looks thick. It's thick and kind of intrusive. I think this is fine. Yeah, sure, we can expand. Can expand one more block behind, which we would have to do the same for this. It looks fine on its own, but considering the fact that it's all gonna be black and white, so I gotta figure out how to mix up the texture. Uh, did I just build it wrong? Oh, not how I imagine it to be. Blocks take much more space than I imagined. Mm, but this is a toughie because what I imagine, right? It a tiered warehouse. So from the outside, it's probably gonna be massive if I were to make it that way. Like if I were to maintain this kind of hall size, 4 blocks wide, 4 plus 2, 6 blocks wide. 'Cause I don't want to be cramped. So the only way is to expand outside. And I thought maybe we can make it like tiered, layered, I think steps like so. The first floor is like this, and then we have a bit more space at the back. So we have a whole veranda and balcony to walk on, and it goes a bit one step back. But with this, I would have to figure out a balcony. So the balcony is gonna take about 2 spaces. I don't think it will look that bad if we were to give it room like this. Uh, so this will be the floor where all the composites are, right? Compost or whatever the job stations. It's a toughie. What if I put the compost inside instead? So this is the walkway, and this we can put, I guess, railings. Okay, let's see how much we can build with this. Like how much workstations we can put in. Damn, just nice. This way we can have a staircase. Right, right. Going up there, right? Go like this. 'Cause I don't wanna block the way in here. And we are out of deep slate. Nice. Look, look. Okay, that looks good. Sorta. Interesting. I really like the texture. Look at it. It's quite beautiful. For a dungeon vibe. Capitalist condo ends up turning into a dungeon. Why am I not surprised? I have a feeling it might turn out this way since we're using these black bricks. But I think it'll look nice. I think it'll look quite cool. So we're gonna need a lot of cotton, right? We're gonna need a lot of cotton. Wool, I mean. So I have to set up the automatic wool collection system. We gotta collect more deep slate. Oh my god, that's a lot to do. All that. See, that's why I wanted the thing to be out there. Otherwise, I would have to make it 2 blocks deep for him to be able to sit here. And if I want to trap them in like how PewDiePie does it, there's gotta be another brain. Right, working. My gosh. Anyways, that's quite nice progress for today. Managed to get the foundations like I expected it. Only now I'm second guessing that we might have to expand the the whole entire thing just so we can fit in the bits and have kind of a nice walking space. I don't like it when my builds are very tight and small. Not that I'm claustrophobic, it's just that I like space. I like it spacious. With this, see, we have lots of space down here. Imagine if I made it like 2 blocks high, it's gonna be very tight and there'll be barely any walking room. So it's great that I made it up here and we can expand somehow. So in order to expand, we can't just stack it up because we gotta think about the redstone. Ugh. there's something we can do about the redstone. Mm, I guess it's gonna be like that. So when we expand, it's gonna repeat the pattern somewhat, whether the clock is gonna reach all the way up there, or we're gonna have a different clock for different levels. Somehow, essentially, when we turn on, it's gonna activate all those clocks at once. So that's gonna be an interesting thing. As far as I know, there's a way to pillar up in Bedrock. At least there's a way to pillar up the redstone, and it activates in one. It goes up, sends it in one pillar, in one block. High. Uh, yeah, that's a next episode. I would like to say we want to complete this, but we need a lot of materials. So I guess tomorrow we're gonna go explore out in the ocean. Sure, why not? Let's go exploring. At least that way we can find cool shit. Maybe we can find diamonds in temple if we're lucky. Because I wouldn't want to spend the whole stream just the whole 2 hours of streaming just for collecting these materials. I'll do that on my own time. I guess that's all for today, folks. We got some good progress today, right? Right? I'll see you tomorrow then. There's nothing else to do. We don't have enough materials today. And plus, time's up. With that, unorthodox fetus signing out.